Hey friends, thanks for coming on this journey with me. Still in the Essential Guide to CBD, letter P, post-traumatic stress disorder. And I think most people probably associate that with people that served in combat, which is very prevalent. But it's not just those people. It could be anyone that suffered any kind of traumatic event, violence, things like that. It doesn't just have to be military. Extreme tragedy, violence, combat, war. It could be, there's a whole gamut of them. So a lot of people fall into this category, sadly. So the cannabinoid receptor known as CB1 mediates a broad range of physiological functions, including emotional learning, adapting to stress, and the ability to deactivate traumatic memories so that they feel less fresh and raw. Chronic stress, however, boosts levels of the enzyme FAAH, which breaks down anandamide. Now, if you remember, anandamide is a cannabinoid that we produce ourselves. So anandamide is like when a mother is nursing a baby, the baby's crying, ready to eat. And then as soon as the baby latches on and starts nursing, it's a palpable feel in the room. The baby calms down, the mother calms down, and that blissful feeling, that's the mother producing an anandamide causing that reaction. So with chronic stress, that enzyme will break down the anandamide, which is what we naturally produce. So when you have more of this enzyme, you have lower endocannabinoid levels. Endocannabinoid deficiency means poor CB1 signaling. This results in a constant replaying of horrific situations, a hallmark situation of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. In 2012, a team of Brazilian scientists determined that chronic stress can decrease CB1 receptor binding and expression, particularly in the hippocampus, an area of the brain that plays a major role in short and long-term memory consolidation. This process was brought into stark relief in a study published in the Neuroendocrinology, where a team of U.S. and Canadian scientists analyzed 46 men and women who were near the World Trade Center in New York City during the September 11th terrorist attack. 24 of these study participants suffered from PTSD following the attacks. 22 did not. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 22 people didn't. The researchers found that people with PTSD had lower serum levels of the natural cannabinoid anandamide compared to those who did not show signs of PTSD after 9/11. In short, their endocannabinoid levels were low, skewing their CB1 signaling and hindering their ability to forget. The result, these terrible memories were cemented in their brain. CBD can help ease PTSD the same way it eases other anxiety disorders. CBD inhibits the absorption of anandamide and delays the metabolism of that enzyme FAAH. So you have more of the mood-improving cannabinoid available to signal through CB1, and animal studies have also shown that CBD reduces anxiety by binding directly to serotonin receptor, which has anxiolytic, which is anti-anxiety effect. So just by taking CBD, which is the exogenous, so if you're internally, your endocannabinoid system is depleted and it's believed to cause these PTSD feelings, and you're replaying that memory over and over and over again, you can't get past it because your levels are low. So the theory would be that adding an exogenous, like from the hemp plant CBD, would help raise those levels so you're not depleted anymore and hopefully give someone a lot of relief. In 2018, Brazilian researchers concluded human and animal studies suggest that CBD may offer therapeutic benefits for disorders related to inappropriate responses to traumatic memories. That's great news for those suffering from PTSD who have been through the worst stress life has to offer, combat war, and other forms of extreme tragedy and violence. It should come at no surprise that since the late 1960s, many military veterans have turned to marijuana to self-medicate. In fact, lawmakers are finally pushing to help veterans have easier access to cannabis through H.R. 1647, the Veterans Equal Access Act of 2019, which was still in committee review process at the time of this writing, and this book is pretty new. Allowing physicians to complete state legal medical marijuana recommendation paperwork. Because of federal cannabis laws, Veterans Administration physicians are currently prohibited from doing this, and vets must turn to private out-of-network physicians. So something that could really help them. Of course, if you're going to turn to medical marijuana, well, I believe there's great it has a lot of benefit for people, but you still can't drive with that, right? It still would be a DUI if you were smoking medical marijuana or whatever you do with medical marijuana where it's making you high. Well, it could give you a great benefit, but you still can't operate heavy machinery or drive, and you're still responsible. So if CBD, which is not going to make you high, can do the same and it be safe and effective, seems pretty good to me. For those who can't legally access cannabis, hemp-derived CBD oil may be a viable option. People who reported taking CBD for PTSD and Project CBD's 2019 survey said it was highly effective in addressing a range of symptoms, particularly anxiety, anger, irritability, depression, mood swings, and panic attacks. CBD also appeared to be helpful in mitigating unwanted thoughts, nightmares, and heart palpitations in people with PTSD. So that's pretty powerful. I don't wish that on anyone, but it's good to know there's a natural remedy that really may help people. As always, if you need any help, I'm happy to help you if I can. Please send me your messages. A lot of people send private messages, which is fine. And remember with CBD, the most important thing is the quality of the product, because it's not a regulated industry. So you could just throw olive oil or motor oil in a bottle and slap a CBD label on it and sell it because it's not regulated. So if you've tried CBD in the past, maybe it was the quality, maybe it wasn't good quality, and being consistent, because you may not, a pharmaceutical will usually give you an immediate benefit, but long-term consequences often. CBD may take a little bit of time for your body to get that endocannabinoid system back replenished to good levels before you really feel it. So you need to stay with it. Stay with it is my recommendation. And if you need any help, I could recommend a great product for you. Thanks for listening.